Sometimes I wish I was a little bit more lonely because you were just so...
I'm just so what?
You don't give me room to breathe.
Aye. Listen, you say you want space.
It's not that you give me space. You won't talk to me again like that. You know, I'll come and I'll be like, hey babe, are you okay? You'll be like, oh, you say you wanted space, right?
But what do you want? Do you want space or not? And I know on that day on the bridal shower, a lot of people had some very negative perception about you. It's like they've never seen you this way, right? And just for once, people,
What is it about me that you would hope your future daughter does not pick up? Hey guys, welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back again to our channel. So, how are you guys doing? We hope you guys are blessed and highly favored. How are you doing, babe?
You see me all the day.
Yeah, but it's good to know how you're doing in front of the camera. It's different. We don't do this every day. You feel me? We don't do this every day.
What did you eat?
I don't know. I just have a lot of energy.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored. Thank you. All right. So today is another time with the Arhins. What are we talking about today, babe?
Today, guys, we are inviting you into one of those sessions or moments that we have where we kind of check in with each other, right? So what we do every now and then, we've talked about it in previous videos, how we like to take a moment where we just, ask each other questions, ask each other, things that we're doing well, things that we're not doing well, just checking up on how we feel at the moment and what can be worked on, what can be improved, and things like that. We think it's something that is quite healthy to do and something we intend to keep doing in a relationship. And with our kids, I think it would be fun to do it with kids so that your kids can tell you something about you that they don't like.
Serious. I'm your dad. You are telling me you don't like this.
That's so against African, household that we grew up in, where it's you don't tell your parents anything. For today, I have the questions. Usually we do we have 3 basic questions that we always ask each other, what is something I'm doing well right now, what can I work on, and we always go through those questions. But today I have I came across this post of 5 questions that you ask or you should ask yourself when you feel you're uncertain about your relationships. Number 1 is, if someone says you are a lot like your partner, so you're a lot like me, would that be a compliment? So if someone comes to you and they're like, yo, you're really like Leti.
It depends what they mean by that.
Okay.
Because if they perceive you as someone that is aggressive and someone that is mean, that means oof, okay.
Right. But say generally speaking, someone that actually knows me,
right,
came and was like, "Oh, you're really like Leti."
How can two walk together without being? I think there's a sense in which I see a little bit of myself in you. That's why I picked you as a wife. So if there's,
you see yourself in me?
Please let's concentrate. This one with the cutie stuff. What is this?
I wasn't being cutie.
Okay, so obviously I chose to marry you because there is some qualities that reflect my own qualities that will reflect on my children's character. So obviously that is why I picked you. So no, 100%. I see it as a compliment in that sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Ask me what about me. Well, you can't just ask me. You have to ask me what about you.
Sorry, no, because I thought you were gonna talk about yourself too.
No,
ask me what about me.
You have to ask me, babe.
How about you, baby? I'm sorry. Because you talk a lot, so I thought you were going to. Why did someone say that I'm like you in the sense that you talk a lot?
What if someone says I'm like you in the sense that I'm clingy?
Am I clingy?
You are.
Look, there's a separation
baby,
here.
Give me a hug. Baby, give me a kiss. Baby.
I would take it like that. So, what's your answer to that question then?
Character-wise, I think it would be a compliment as well. I think especially when it comes to when we have conflict, your approach, your humility, your putting yeah, like you know how to lay your pride down very well. I don't think I'm quite there the way that you are. So if someone said that, I think that it's a very big compliment. I think your work ethic, your discipline, you know.
Discipline. I don't consider myself as
You're very disciplined. Guys, he restarted 2 jobs, and tomorrow he's working a double shift. You work from what, 8 to 5 tomorrow, and then from what time is the other job?
Yeah, well, you also used to have like 3 jobs.
I'm not saying that I didn't, but I'm saying that you have a incredible work ethic.
Yeah.
And you're a very responsible man.
Oh, appreciate it, baby. Thank you.
Guys, it's weird because we're doing this in front of the camera, but I think usually when we do it, it's a little bit more like, thank you.
Yeah, like we didn't rehearse this, so.
Yeah.
All right, second question.
Yes, second question. Okay. Are you able to unapologetically be yourself? Or do you feel the need to show up differently to please your spouse? So are you able to fully be yourself around me, or do you feel like you have to, package yourself a little bit more to be around me?
I think it's interesting because our friends, the friends that knew me before meeting you, when they see me with you, they're like, man, Clement is a completely different person. That's because not that I'm fake when I'm with them, but it's just that when I'm with you, I can be my raw self to the extent that like I'm a very jovial person. Like I'm a very jokey. I'm a very unserious person.
Very unserious, guys.
Like my brothers know that about me, right? Because
they grew up with you.
Like they grew up with me, so they know that about me, and you know that about me because you're my wife. But folks that are out there outside of that sphere, they see me as a serious person, right? So, and it's not because I'm too different. It's just that, I'm raw with people that I'm more intimate with me, and that's normal, right? So no, I'm unapologetically myself when I'm with you. So
I'm so happy to hear that.
And I think like that's like one of the reasons why I chose you, I guess. So yeah. How about you though?
Okay, yeah, since you asked.
Since I asked, the other one I didn't ask. Because you're a natural speaker, right? So I thought you were gonna go ahead with it.
I know. So about me, I think also that I can be myself around you. I think I can be myself around you, especially emotionally. In the sense that I'm a strong girl though. You know what I'm saying? I don't cry like that. But I feel like with you, I'm emotional in a way that I didn't think I could be that emotional, I suppose. Right? So yes, I can be myself in that way. No makeup, raw, like all of that as well. Yeah. No, I think I can be myself. I think I am myself with you. Unapologetically.
Yeah.
So the third question is, are you ready? Is are you in love with your partner right now, or just the idea of them, their potential or their good side?
Sheesh.
So are you in love with me as I am currently, or right now?
What you could be.
Or what I could be.
Right.
Or my good sides that you see. My potential.
You know what's funny? That like I know this sounds cliche, but like when I saw you like the first time, or like when I heard you talk for the first time, man, it's like, man, this girl is something special, right? There's a sense in which like I like the way you talk, the way you were discussing theology, even the way you handled home, like your brother and your mom and the conflicts that were there. It's like there's a sense in which I attach myself to that, right? And those things are things that are transposing into our marriage. It's things that I'm seeing in our marriage, like in real time. It's like I've never wondered, oh man, like is my wife gonna cook? Like is my wife gonna do laundry? Is my wife gonna keep the home clean? Like I'm not afraid to invite my friends over because I know the house is always kept, and just her character in general, the way she respects me as a man. So yeah.
You love me because I do your laundry? I'm playing, baby.
Yeah.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I got myself in trouble, guys.
It's a joke.
I got myself in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, love expresses itself in action, right? So it's like the way you express your love, and I know you've always say that you know, like, you like cooking. That's how you show your love.
Yeah.
And
I'm more of a how do you call it? I show more action to show. I guess my love language is acts of service. Yes.
Yeah.
And you're more touch. But
what about you?
Thanks for asking. For me, what was the question again? Are you in love with your partner right now? I think I would say that I'm in love with the you right now. I'm also in love with the potential of what you could be. I think I see a lot of your hidden, like, things that you've not yet exposed to certain people, or things that you have the ability to do that you've not fully
tapped.
Not even tapped into, in the sense that you have to tap into it to access it. You already have access to it. It's already there, but it's more
so spiritual. Tap into your blessings.
But it's more in terms of like things that I know that you can do and you can, you know, thrive at. It's like I see the light that you have, or you're a bearer of, and how much you have to offer, and how, I guess, what role I can play to bring that to its full manifestation, if that makes sense. But I am also in love with the you right now, the man that you are. You know, you talk about the things that I do in terms of, you know, serving you in the house. It's, again, easy to do those things when I feel like I'm with a man that does those things for me, in, you know, not necessarily that you're cooking for me, but you're a provider, you're a hard worker, we're not financially, like, not okay right now, but you're taking it upon yourself to go get another job because you want us to, you know, just, I guess, be more comfortable. And this is not things that I ask of you, it's stuff that you just willingly do for us. So you know, I'm in love with you right now, the gifts that I believe you have, and how more fully you could show them. And I think your YouTube channel that you're doing is one of those ways for you to, like, fully, you know, explore the things that you're really, really good and talented and so passionate about, that our channel together limits you to do, right? So does that make sense?
Yeah. And even going back to you, like, your potential, I think you're you are an incredible speaker. I think that's something God has
compliments me.
You are a dynamic speaker. You know how to articulate your words in very understandable way. And I think I always tell you that I see you as someone that, it's, you know, you can bring a lot of healing to people's souls. I think when people are going through things, or even public speech, and to really draw a crowd to understand, and to, like, persuasively for them to grasp what you're telling them, I think that's a gift that you have. You have a very, like, poetic way of speaking as well, because, like, you used to rap, right? So that's, I think that's also part of it. And I know for myself, there's a lot of times where when I come to you with things, the things you say to me, even me, like, I'm taken aback that, man, that is so much, you know, like, so much wisdom and so much insight. And yeah, I mean, for you, I think that, I don't know if you, I think, like, you have to tap into it. And again, like, doing this is very helpful, guys. Like,
yeah, to be honest, if you're, you know, liking, I guess, our conversation, give a like, leave a comment. But as you can see, so far, it's been positive feedback that I guess we've given each other so far. There's not been anything negative, but, you know, I'm going to bring up a question that, you know, we'll have something perhaps more negative to tell each other. But again, it's creating the safe space to be able to, like, share and talk about, not just talk to each other real when it's to name something that is bad and something that is negative, but also like have moments where you really highlight what you believe your partner is doing well, so that they know, and they know that, hey, you see me. Like, you see the effort that I put into, you know, the things I do for you. You recognize it, you appreciate it. It's important. You know, not just every time it's like, oh, you're doing this, you need to change this, you need to change this, right? So, yeah, I hope this is helpful somehow.
Yeah.
Next question.
Let's go.
Are you truly fulfilled, or are you just less lonely?
That's good.
Yeah?
That's good. I feel like, no, that's good. And even the second part of the question, are you just lonely? I feel like people just want to be married in a relationship, just not to, like, to feel that void of loneliness. So,
definitely.
no, I think that's a good question. I always had it in mind that, like, before the age of 25, I'm going to have a property. What I didn't know is that I was going to get married. What I didn't know is that God was going to bless me with a wonderful wife. A wife that even when I'm at work, I can't wait to come home, and I'm like, man, I can't wait to see this woman. And it's crazy that after 3 years of being together, there's never been a time where it's like, even when we don't see eye to eye, I still want to come and see her. Like, I still want to be playful and be like, Vivi, I know you, even though you're mad at me, I know you're smiling, you know. So I have those moments where it's like, man, like, God, I'm so blessed. Like, I sometimes my friends would come over, and then they would see her doing all these things, and as a guy, I know what you're thinking, right? I know that, man, they see that I'm blessed, right? It's like the Proverbs, 31 woman, where when her man
is at the gate,
they all admire him because of his wife. And that's
such a compliment.
That's how I feel, and I'm not even like trying to be all cutie here, but it's truly how I feel. Like, when
Are you crying, baby?
Me crying? Nah. So yeah. Anyways, that's for me. No, less lonely. I mean, no, I actually sometimes like my quiet space. No, actually not too. Guys, it's not true. I'm very clingy. It's just that she has some stuff that makes me want to,
It's not that kind of video. But
yeah. How about you, baby? Sorry.
I would say I'm truly fulfilled. Sometimes I wish I was a little bit more lonely, because you were just so...
I'm just so what?
You don't give me room to breathe.
Yeah. Guys, do we have any guys here that are clingy in a relationship, or am I the only one?
I don't know, but yeah. But no, I think I know that I am truly fulfilled. I think I'm very happy. I think I wouldn't have it any other way. I think I'm content.
Yeah, I think that's how I was.
Okay. Because I was like, fulfilled, like, how do I... But yeah, I would say I'm very content. I think I have more than I deserve in you. So no, I don't think it's just about the loneliness. I think there's an aspect of, like, it being great that I have someone to walk with, to talk to share any and everything with. But I think the fulfillment is definitely there. Because so far with the questions, the answers have kind of gone the positive way. I'm going to switch up the last question a little bit, so that we can go and pull out some things to work on, or some negative feedback, if that makes sense. Or constructive criticism is the better word. So the question initially said, would you want your future child to date someone like your partner? My answer would be yes. I'm assuming your answer would be yes.
Of course.
But I'm going to switch it to, if you had a daughter, right? Say your future daughter. What is it about me that you would hope your future daughter does not pick up? So I'm sure there's some things about me that you're like, yeah, I hope my daughter has that. But what is it about me that you don't want your daughter to resemble me in?
I feel like with you, it's like a double-edged sword. I think there's some good qualities that you have, but it can also be used against you.
You want to give an example?
Yeah, I'm gonna give an example. I think you're someone that does not know how to fake. Like you're so blunt with your emotion, your facial expressions.
Yeah.
And I think because you're so expressive, the way you show your emotions, and your body even does not know how to hide it. It's so language. Funny that you even start getting red, and we could see it from your face, right? So it is, again, it could be a good thing, right? It could be, like, because we need real people, we need honest people, we need genuine people, transparent, and all those good stuff. However, you also need to learn how to suppress those things at times, right? Maybe an example that I know you might not want me to bring up, but during your bridal shower, right? People that are close to us know about this. How when it did not go to the way that you wanted it to go, right? And so you came to your bridal shower unprepared, right? Like you were not, like, your hair was not done, it was not the clothes that you wanted to wear, even the timing was wrong, everything was just not the way that you wanted it to be. And people were there waiting for Leti to welcome her. Her bridal shower, people have traveled from different towns to come and witness her bridal shower, right? And Leti did not want to come to the room, but I would have wanted her to, hey,
fake it.
Fake it. Well, fake is not maybe the right word, but I would have wanted to, like, suppress those feelings that she was feeling at the moment, and just be mindful of the people that are there, that have traveled far, people that are there to celebrate her. But I think her personality, like, she cannot smile. She will not be able to smile in the camera, so it will look fake to her.
I feel like I'm fake
because it will appear fake to her, right? And anyways, even in our own relationships, I think that there are some times where like, those things comes up where, and I know that sometimes I know it's for my good that thing is happening. But it's like, let's see, is very, very real in those times. So yeah.
So you would want your daughter to be more fake and less.
No, but you see, but like, you see what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword, right?
No,
it can have its like positives and like, which, like, I love you for that, but at the same time, I think maybe be wise. Maybe, like, that's the word. In, like, situations and how to apply those. And again, I don't blame you, right? It's who you are. It's immersed in your personality. Because if you were not like that, then I wouldn't also, So it's yeah.
No, I see what you're saying. I think it's true. I agree with it. It just doesn't come naturally for me.
I know
it doesn't. I have a hard time to. Yeah, I feel like for me, I'm being fake, but I feel like even with that, the bridal shower experience, that I learned that there is I do, and I feel like it's a scene that I played in my mind all over and over again, that I wish I could have just entered and smiled. Like, I sincerely wish that I could, and when I entered, I was like, and everyone was like, what's wrong? It's like, I don't know how to do that, but I also have the reputation of being that person that you go to when you want to hear the truth, right?
You do have that reputation.
Yeah, like, if you want to know what's up, come talk to me and I'll tell you what's up, right? But I do need to learn how to level it. I want to ask you though.
Hey, I need to ask.
It's a follow-up question from what you said. So there's that. But in something that is more recent, or in a relationship that you would not want your daughter to have. So there's that character trait. And then what is something in how I go about things in our relationship that, yeah.
I don't know. I think sometimes you get. I think maybe this is more. I don't know if it's more of a Yeah. Like when you're doing something, again, like this is me. I think it's more me than you. When you are doing something, when you're doing chores, when you are, I don't know, studying or whatever, I like serious and play. I like serious and play. I like, taking a break and sort of taking things relaxed. But it's like once you're on it, you're on a mission and you don't want to like, and, I just wish sometimes, and that sometimes leads to fights, right? And, you get annoyed at me and, you sometimes scream at me.
I don't scream at you.
You do scream at me. No, man.
Because guys, if I don't raise my voice a little bit, he won't hear. He thinks I'm joking.
No, but the thing is that it's like you can also, sometimes realize that, hey, that's my love language. You feel me?
But then you can also realize that if I don't want to be touched right now, like, will you die if you don't touch me?
I mean, like, you're not like that all the time for sure, but I think that because I'm very clingy, I'm like, yo, like, you don't feel me anymore, you don't, what I'm saying? So I think that's what sometimes that gets us into fights, right? And I would want you to, and I know it sounds silly to some of you guys, like, what? That's your fight? But yeah,
that's what we fight about the most, guys.
It gets us into, it's like, because then I'm thinking that, oh, she's mad at me, I've done something, or I'm thinking that, okay, like she doesn't love me anymore, should I, so it plays into, I guess, probably my own insecurities. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't
would say, he will come, guys, and he will see me, like, I don't know, doing something in the kitchen, and then he'll want to, like, touch me, and I say, no, like, not right now. He won't hear. I say, Clement, not right now. He still will not hear. So I say, Clement, not right now. And then he'll be like, you want space? I say, yes. He's like, okay, I'll give you space. But then he won't give me space only for the time that I'm doing what I'm doing. The whole day now.
But listen, you say you want space.
It's not that you give me space. You won't talk to me again like that. I'll come and I'll be like, hey, babe, are you okay? He'll be like, oh, you say you wanted space, right?
But what do you want? Do you want space or not?
Not like that, babe. I don't want you to be upset with me.
I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore. Yeah, so it's, it's those things that I think sometimes we just, you have to probably
work on,
be more accommodating.
Because now, we've talked about it. I'm actually thinking about, in terms of how I'm so direct. I'm probably so direct with you. Do you feel like it's something that occurs often with how I'm direct with you in terms of the emotions and stuff?
For me, I don't mind because I can always, like, point it out. But I think it's more outside because outside, people, I don't want people perceiving things about you that are not true, because I know you. I know that's not who you are. And I know on that day on the bridal shower, a lot of people had some very negative perception about you. It's like they've never seen you this way, right? And just for once, people, they will know you all your life, that like you're someone that is not a certain way, but let you do something that is not good, or something that is not in your perception, how to go about things. Every good thing that you've done has been erased. So for me, it's more about that like how people would perceive you. And it's not like if I care so much about, but it's like their relationship with you now, that thing is going to keep on spreading, and it's going it's going to like put a negative or a bad reputation on your name. So that I don't like, right?
No, I agree. And I was definitely disappointed as well. Not to take the bad out of my behavior, but I also was disappointed in some people that actually knew me for years and had never seen me in that way. That, just took that to define who I was. But then I was also very blessed by some that knew me and not that they made excuses for me, but even when I reached out to them to apologize, their response was like, yo, I know you and I know this is not you. And I can only blame it on this, on that, you know? And there were some people that like genuinely, I guess, practiced the love covers a multitude of weaknesses or sins, right? So...
No, when you're in your most vulnerable or most desperate time of weakness, that's when you know those that are truly your friends and those that truly know you. So it was just that happened, right? But I'm blessed though to have in those. I think your question was like also in the aspect of, do I like it in our everyday today life? As I said, there's some times that I do is like, okay, now I can have an objective person tell me this and this, which I like. But there's some times where it's like when I'm feeling a bit more proud of my accomplishment or something that I've done well, I'm not looking for you to give me a critical feedback. I'm like, hey, I like to acknowledge the effort, especially if I've put a lot of effort into it. And in my mind, it's like, okay. So I think it's more. I think you're more like, okay, now I need to let him know what is right or wrong about this. But I think if I've not put an effort into it, and you're giving me those feedback, it will not hurt as much because I'm like, I didn't put my best. But if it's something that you know that I've invested a lot in, and it's something that I put a lot of energy in, know that like, yes, it might not be best, but it's like I gave it my all. Like I gave it to the best of my capability, and maybe there's some little tweaks that could be made to be improved, right?
I was gonna say that's very true, and I feel very bad because that's something that I did with the video that you showed me. I think when you showed me, the first thing that I picked up on was something that wasn't proper in it.
Okay.
Instead of like acknowledging the work that you had done and what was good about it. When I listened and I heard the first thing I heard that was like, I was like, oh, this is like this, and I didn't like encourage you. I like the good. I'm sorry, baby.
Hey, it's okay. All right, guys, let's end this before someone starts crying.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Do better.
All right. Okay, I don't like this mushy stuff. Guys, I'm not a very
is
emotional person.
It's because the camera is on.
Guys.
Like after we'll turn this camera now, he'll come and he'll be like, hey.
Yeah, but that's it. You see, like I show this moment when I'm with you. They don't need to see it.
That's right, baby.
Right?
You're right.
Okay, guys, go and do mushy with your partner. All right. What about you? I want to ask you the same question about the whole. What would you not want to see in your son? Was that a question?
Yeah, it was like, if I had a son, what is it about you that I wouldn't want my son to pick up?
So back to you with that question.
I wouldn't want my son to be... I'm trying to think. I don't want to say the clinginess, because there's... Because there's a woman that might like it too, and she might be very happy with him being like that. But I feel like sometimes wait, let me make sure that I'm thinking about... I know what I want to say, but I'm not sure how to articulate it in a way that they would understand and not just how I understand it. Okay, so I feel like sometimes when we're having conversations, I will begin to say something, and then you will pay attention to one word I used and just go with it and not allow me to fully develop my point for you to see the context in which I was using that word. And then you would take that one word that you heard and you would run a different direction, which is not where I was going at all. So then instead of the conversation being me pointing that, okay, this is a problem that I find and let's talk about this problem, now the conversation is about me trying to have you see that that's not even what I was trying to refer to. Because you heard maybe, I don't know, the word I don't know, something like, I don't have an example right now, but I'll just say something random. Okay, it's not accurate, but let's just say something random about providing, for example. And then I'm talking about something, and then you hear the word provide. It's almost like you will go with the word provide, and you're like, what? Me, I'm not a provider, which now it's difficult for me to bring you back to the point where I was trying to make, because clearly it's like all indicators, real indicators, will show that you are a provider. But it's almost like you've already put in your head the idea that I'm saying that you're not, and now you're on the defensive, and not necessarily allowing me to say what I was trying to say.
Right.
Maybe I was even talking about providing something emotionally,
Right.
But then you will hear the word provide, and then maybe in your mind it's like financially I'm not providing, and then you just go with that, and then I'm trying to now taking so much energy to explain to you that no, I'm not talking about that kind of I'm talking about this,
right.
this, and then before we get to what I was actually trying to say, it's like I'm already exhausted kind of thing, So I feel like that's something that you could work on. Yeah. It sounds like something that is so small, but it makes a difference when we're having a conversation.
It does.
Because it's like because you can communicate all you want, but if you're not understanding each other, we're not on the same basis of definition of what the problem is. We're just speaking, but we're not understanding what each other is saying. So I think there's that.
Yeah. No.
What do you think?
Yeah, I actually do agree with you. Like, I'm someone that I do run with things. And I think I come to the conversation with my own mind or my own presuppositions. So it's like...
Which is natural. It's normal to some extent.
I don't want you to think... Oops. Sorry. Because I don't want you to think before me. Like, I want to be like, hey, I already know what you're about to say. I already know your intentions, which is not good, right?
So you come into the conversation already on the defensive?
Yeah, well, at the moment, that's not what I think I'm doing, but I guess so. And no, it's something that I think that even when after I realize that I do it, I am like, man, okay, it's not the best way to handle this. And when we do sit down and then we talk about it, I think we both see each other's point better clearly. When I do admit that, okay, like maybe I'm misinterpreting what you were saying, that I'm running too far-fetched with this idea, right? But at times too, again, at the moment, I'm so convinced that what I'm saying is true, right? So it's like...
Because emotions are involved, right? And when emotions are high, rationality is usually lower. So that's very normal.
Yeah. What was your follow-up question after again?
Was in the immediate.
Yeah. Okay, well, no, that's more in the immediate,
That's
right?
more in the immediate. Okay. You talked more about a character trait that I have. So that's why I brought it to the immediate.
Right.
If I was to do a character trait that you have, doesn't that count as a character trait, what I gave? I
mean, ish. I think even me, what I said, it could also... It's like a character, but it also plays itself in our everyday, in the sense that you were very, it's like, right, because guys, like, we just had a call with someone, but, and it's like, Leticia is like very, like she would say her mind, and I typically come to the conversation with a more, okay, let's see how we can both find a common ground, and I was
still trying to find a common ground with him.
Well, yeah, but you like profuse him before, right? Listen. So but it's things that I think it really plays a good balance in our relationship. It really makes for a good balance, right? Because I'm more of like, hey, of the quiet side.
Like, I feel like you would,
and you're more. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna let myself.
No, I feel like you would feel certain things when people do you wrong, and he won't say anything. He'll be more of like, or even when he tries to talk to the person, he'll be like, like, whereas me, I'll be like, yo, like, not that you're not a bad person or da, but you tend to do this. And when you do this happens, and it's not right, and you need to work on that, you know? And then now if you want to hate me after that because I told you the truth, hey, it's okay. But I feel like I try to articulate that it's not like a personal attack on you as a whole, as a person, but we're not perfect, everyone, and there's some things that
and you know
have to work on.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Even sometimes I get that heat, right? And it's like sometimes she'll be very and I know what she's saying is true. Like I know she's being honest, and I know that I like that feedback because it's coming with so much power. Because it's coming with so much heat. I'm like, hey, shit, am I able to, you know? So it's not a like people we say that we like truth, we like honest people, but we don't. Like it's, you know, no one likes to be told truth 100% like with no filter, man. But it is what it is. And as I said, for her it's like a double-edged sword, right? It could work for good in a relationship. It works well because if both of us were all meek, you'll be like, in this world you need to have power.
Sometimes
like you need to
be able to stand,
you need to stand for yourself, right?
Know?
And sometimes I'm more like the cold water that can sort of calm her down, and sometimes like she needs to be on fire, you know, kind of go ahead and
that reminds me of that time that we went, I think, was it a Subway?
McDonald's.
No, McDonald's was with Anna. Guys, this customer service places will know about me, but McDonald's was with Anna where she got her order wrong, and then we was on drive-through.
Yeah.
And then when we went inside, the lady was trying to act like we're lying, or like we ate whatever was in the bag that they didn't put in the bag, and trying to like accuse her. And you know, Anna is also a very gentle person, you know, very nice girl, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Anna Mamiro.
But she can be feisty when she wants.
She can be feisty when she wants, but I feel like it usually takes a little bit more for her to actually get there. So this one was trying to talk down on her and stuff. So I was like, yo, listen, why would I be coming to McDonald's and be lying about a burger? Like, you know what? What the heck? You think I don't have anything better to do with my life? Like, no, you didn't put the order.
Yeah.
So just being a little bit, and same was happening with you at Subway, where the guy. Remember at Subway?
I remember.
Where there was a guy that was doing something, and then he started. Oh, it was during the COVID time with the shield. You know, and he was trying to tell you to, I don't know what he was trying to tell you to do, but he was so disrespectful to Clement. Like, so disrespectful.
Don't come near the food. Something
and you were so like, hi bro. And then he just kept doing it. So and I was sitting down, because you were ordering for both of us, and I was sitting down, and I could overhear the way he was talking to Clement. And I was like, nah. So I got up, and I told the man what he had to hear.
So guys, we hope this was a blessing, and we hope this was good. It was edifying. Hopefully you can have these moments with your partner. Like, what are the things that you do to sort of better yourself and your relationship? You ready to say peace?
Peace.
Well, with that said, comment so that we can keep this community going. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff.
Peace.
With that said, the orange are
peace
out.
Peace.
Don't know about you, I made up my mind. I ain't playing games, we running out of time. We made such a mess.